What's up, everyone? So, still here in New York City. Gonna go have a walk through Central Park. Try and get away from all this madness. I mean, Times Square, I mean, look at it. It's insane. It's fucking insane, but there's people everywhere, tourists everywhere, a bit of a pain in the ass. But it's a spectacle, you gotta see it. But as I say, I headed to Central Park, bit of a walk, get some nature. Anyway, this morning was the ceremonial weigh-ins for the UFC. I did a show for BT Sport. Everybody made weight. Oh, in fact, no, one person did it. But for all the big fights that we're all excited for, they all made weight. There was one person that didn't make weight, though, and that was Vicente Luque. He was acting as the backup fight. He was the backup for Kamaru Usman taking on Colby Covington. But he didn't make weight, so could you imagine? I mean, fortunately, Colby and Kamaru, they're all good. They made weight. They haven't got COVID. They've got no injuries. They're not pulling out. Of course, we've still got 30 hours, but I'd be very surprised if anyone pulls out. Because guess what? If they do, they haven't got a backup now because Vicente Luque did not make weight. Which, by the way, I kind of understand. You know, like Leon Edwards, I believe, was offered this role as the backup fighter. But to make weight for something like that, it's incredibly hard. It's a 2-month process. It takes a long time. You got to work with the nutritionist. You got to follow a strict diet. You got to get out of bed every morning and run. You got to make a lot of sacrifices in your life. And then if you're not where you need to be, if you're not making the progress that you need to be, then you got to alter things. You know, so as I say, it's a really, really difficult process. And then at the end of it, you go through all that, and you don't make weight. Or sorry, even if you do make weight, you don't get to fight. Now I know the UFC pay them. I don't know how much it is, but I don't think it's their full amount. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I apologise. But I don't think it is. So as I say, making weight and being the backup fighter, it's a lot of work for maybe a little reward. Michael Chandler did do it though. Michael Chandler did it on Fight Island for, I think it was Khabib and Justin Gaethje. He wasn't used, but of course it put him in good standing with the company because then he fought for the belt next against Charles Oliveira. But of course Michael Chandler knocked out Dan Hooker as well. I think that's the main reason. So anyway, Leon Edwards was offered the role to do that. He never did that, which I kind of get though. It's a big ask, and Leon Edwards is a huge welterweight. Anyway, so that was the only one that never made weight. I think there was one other guy, but I forget his name, and it's not one of the main fights anyway. Still, so the fights are set. All the big fights are set for tomorrow. I'm very excited. I told you yesterday I'm going to give you, well, I told you, I got Kamaru Usman winning. I think he stops Colby Covington. But we never talked about Rose Namajunas. Sorry, we never talked about Rose Namajunas versus Zhang Weili. We saw what happened. Rose went out there. I forget how quick it was, but it was fast. Left high kick to the jaw, shin on chin, knocked out Zhang Weili. Zhang Weili afterwards said that she saw Chris Weidman break his leg and it really threw her off mentally, you know. And who knows, maybe that's true, maybe it's not. Maybe it's a convenient excuse, or maybe it did really throw her off. Hold on. We're going the right way. You know, so maybe that threw her off. Maybe it did. I don't think it did. I just think that was a convenient excuse. Not that I'm saying she's lying, you know, maybe it factored in there. I think the real factor is that somebody that I know that's close to the situation was telling me about the training of Zhang Weili. So for this one, she's trained in Arizona with Henry Cejudo, Eddie Char, and some other people that I forget right now. Great trainers, of course. Henry Cejudo, amazing wrestler, 2-weight division champion, Olympic gold medalist. So, you know, one of the best people you can train with. And in terms of size-wise, he fought at 125 as a male, so a great training partner. But the relevance of me telling you all of this is that I heard, come on, Ray, get off that metal. I heard that when she got down to Arizona and they were doing some drills, which are very basic drills, I'm talking stuff that you do to blend the different arts together, like throwing a combination and then shooting a double leg. Then that double leg gets stuffed, then she sprawls, then she does the technical stand-up. That blew her mind. She'd never seen that kind of training. And this is stuff that beginners do here in the States or in the UK, or places where mixed martial arts training is a little more sophisticated and with a little more history. As I say, she'd never seen that. Of course, she studies the individual arts. She's a great kickboxer. She's got great power. She's a hell of an athlete. But the secret sauce with the mixed martial arts, with the arts of the mixed martial, is mixing it up. You gotta mix it up. You gotta transition. You gotta flow seamlessly from striking to wrestling to jiu-jitsu, back to the wrestling. You gotta scramble. You gotta do these drills, situational drills. You gotta have yourself put in bad positions. You gotta start on the floor all the time and work your way up if you're fighting a wrestler. If you're fighting a jiu-jitsu guy, you gotta work your submission defense and all this type of stuff. She'd never really done much of that. Now she's doing that, so I think she's gonna have a better chance against Rose. Also, every fight's different. No fight is ever the same. When I fought Rockhold, that's what I always went back to. I said, listen, Luke, if you think that fight's gonna go just down like the first one, you're out of your mind. Every single fucking fight is different. You know, we're both world class, we've both got knockout power, we're both good athletes. If you think you're gonna go out there and replicate exactly what you did the first time, you're out of your mind. And as we know, that's not what happened. So yeah, in this one, it probably will go down different. Rose Namajunas is amazing. Honestly, her footwork is incredible. Her boxing, her striking, of course her left high kick, very nice as well. Not really a wrestler, not really a grappler as such, although she can grapple, she can wrestle. Just like back in my day, I was known as a kickboxer. I had very, very good jiu-jitsu, I still do. I had decent wrestling, still do. But I never really used them. Same with Rose. She's more of a striker. Obviously we saw Jessica Andrade pick her up and slam her on top of her head and knock her out cold from a kind of a grappling transition, grappling period. But she got revenge in the rematch. As I said yesterday at the press conference, she looked so dialed in, so focused. She looked like a stone cold killer. So prediction, I'm doing a lot of talking, but I haven't really given you what you want to hear. I've got Rose Namajunas. I don't believe it's going to be an early stoppage. I don't think she's going to knock her out with the first kick that she throws. But I do believe she's going to grow in confidence from the first encounter. I think because of the way that first fight went, and because Zhang Weili hasn't had an ability yet to exercise those demons in her closet, by that I mean getting knocked out. Sometimes when you've been knocked out, you can be very gun shy. You can be afraid of getting hit, afraid of taking a shot. But then you get to go out there and you fight and you eradicate or you exercise those demons. But you fight somebody else first. She's going straight back in there with the person that just knocked her out cold. So I respect what Zhang's doing, but it's a tall order. It's a very tall order against a very, very good fighter. So for all those reasons, I've got Rose Namajunas winning. She's also got a lot of pressure. She's representing China. She was the, the first ever Chinese champion, and so everyone's rooting for her. Everyone wants her to win. 1.4 billion people expect Rose Namajunas to lose tomorrow night, but it ain't gonna happen. You got Rose, you got Justin, you got Kamaru, all training together this morning at the official weigh-ins. Who were the first three people to step on the scale? Rose, Justin and Kamaru. And why is that? Because Trevor Whitman is a sensational coach and he's breeding the perfect fighters. And they all go on the same schedule, they all made weight, and they were the first ones, as I said, to step on the scale. What's the relevance in that? Well, let's say you get 30 hours from weigh-in to the fight. You want to utilize all 30 of those hours. You want to make sure that you're as best you can be. You want to make sure you're rehydrated properly and you've taken on the essential nutrients that you need. You may think, oh, rehydrated properly, just drink until you're not thirsty. We're talking about putting that fluid around the brain, which protects you, which stops you from getting knocked out. When you dehydrate yourself like that, it affects your ability to take a shot. That's why people get knocked out more when they cut extreme weight. So Rose, Justin, Kamaru, first people on the scale, true professionals. And yeah, there you go. I've got Rose Namajunas winning that fight. And I think it'll probably be a stoppage for her again. Hello, buddy. I'm good, man. How you doing? You want a picture?
Yeah, I'd love one.
Let's go real quick. I'm a little bit busy right now. Just selfie it.
Yeah.
You good, bro? All right, man.
Thank you. Have a good
Enjoy.
one.
Think I got a picture with you, buddy?
Yeah. How you doing?
Good yourself?
Thanks,
Okay,
buddy.
good luck, man.
You had your hand right on my ass. I know it was accidental, but you're good. You're
I'm
good.
straight.
You're right. No, I know. It was right there. It was good. You're good, bro. I just got felt up. I just got me too'd in the name of a picture. I'm joking, buddy. I'm joking. It's true though. Anyway, so yeah, I got Rose Namajunas winning that fight, but I think it's going to be sensational. Zhang is a really, really good brawler. She's very tough. She's mentally strong. She's a hell of an athlete. But it's going to be Ann still, in my humble opinion.